Hello, my name is Rosa Batista. Today I'm going to introduce you to this chapter 8 with the subject aim, goals, and objectives. These are various terms for purpose. After discussion and different researchers, the author and model creator Peter Oliva concluded in a hierarchy of outcomes where he states that this derives from the philosopher's ideas and educational aim. As we are able to see, the developer's philosophy and aims of education are linked accordingly to the author, and this is something that we are able to witness here in the case of the Dominican Republic when we see a assignment for a programmatic class. In a sense, the aims of education are a broad, extreme purpose, and this becomes curriculum goals when are applied to a particular school or school system. Let me place you an example. To overcome ignorance. This is let's say, aims of education. But now this is going to take place in the class the following way. All teachers frequently hear in classes that everything we do has a purpose. In the case of the way the author planned and explained this are necessarily with examples that we can infer. In the breakdown of this hierarchy of outcomes, when he refers to curriculum goals, he explained this as a broad, programmatic statement of expected outcomes without a criteria of achievement which applies to a group of students and are extensive to different disciplines or is multidisciplinary. An example to understand this is all youth needs to develop several skills. This normally appears on the books that we are able to refer to the first pages. We have their clear goals, and now we are going to pass to the next breakdown, which is curriculum objectives. In the case of curriculum objectives, this is statements of achievements with a specific degree or certain degree of mastery of in conditions and stipulated to be achieved by the groups in the school. In their measurable premise, the example that we have, see the difference is 100% of the students will make some kind of positive contribution to the community's cleanup campaign. When we actually write down the number, we are getting to that certain degree, that measurable premise that the author is referring to. As we are advancing now, the instructional goals refer to a statement of performance of each student in the class without a criteria of achievement. In this example, the students will show an understanding of the stock market. This is a way for us as teachers to have an understanding and clarify what is the curriculum part and what is the instructional part that corresponds to the teacher indeed. Now, in the last step of the hierarchy outcomes, we have instructional objectives. These basically are statements of performance of each student to be demonstrated in the class in terms of measurable and observable results. We can ask students, for example, to an example for a math class as a disciplinary will be the teacher to ask the students to do a statistical graphic with 100% accuracy. They will do the numbers, the percentage numbers of the investments done to a company in the trimester 2020. And this will conclude the idea of an instructional objective. So far till now, we have seen aims of education referred as a general statement, generality, curriculum goals, those that applies to the school in a general term, curriculum objectives, with as you were able to see, are specific goals in the school as well. And now we have the instructional goals and instructional objectives. This applies to the class. One instructional goal is what the teacher is expecting the outcome of the class by each student, while the instructional objective specifies and asks for measurable terms of that understanding in the class. And so far, this has been my participation. I wish you well, and I'll leave you to my next call.
Hello, my name is Ana Canario, and my topics are curriculum goals and objectives, also locus of curriculum goals and objectives. Before explaining those topics, I want to review Chapter 1 to find a good definition for curriculum goal. Curriculum is perceived as a plan or program for all the experiences that the learner encounter under the direction of a school. It also refers to design, build, structure, evaluate, and organize all the knowledge for providing learning opportunity. Now we are going to see curriculum goal. Curriculum goal is a purpose or end in state in general terms without criteria of achievement. Curriculum planner wish a student to accomplish the goal. In that sense, student will demonstrate responsible behavior as citizen of our school, community, state, nation, and also the world. Now, the seven cardinal principles are examples of curriculum goals. Those cardinal principles are health, command of fundamental processes, worthy home membership, also vocation, citizenship, worthy, use of leisure, and ethical character. On the other hand, the Commission on the Reorganization of Secondary Education could have expanded this principle into form like following. The school will promote the physical and mental health of students. The student will achieve a command of fundamental processes, and a goal of the school is to foster worthy home membership. Educational Policies Commissions, referring to the 10 imperative needs of youth, included such statements as this. All youth need to develop salable skills. All youth need to develop and maintain good health, physical fitness, and mental health. Also, all youth need to grow in their ability to think rationally, to express their self clearly, and to read and listen with understanding. Now, aim of education can become curriculum goals when applied to a particular school or school system. The distinction is to transmit the cultural heritage in, and to overcome ignorance. Now we are going to define a curriculum objective. A curriculum objective is a purpose or end stated in specific, measurable terms. Many curriculum objectives can emanate from the same curriculum goals. Now, locus of curriculum goals and objectives. Curriculum goals are periodically written on a national basis by individuals and groups as proposal for consideration by schools throughout the country. Also, curriculum goal is written at the school, district, and individual school level. The foreign language teachers might decide on the following curriculum goal. Students will initiate a number of requests for advanced courses in a foreign language. As you know, all teachers um, participate for the construction of the curriculum. They know the reality of the school, so they are the first person who initiate the process. They must be the first person that initiate that process because, as I say, they know our reality at school. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Luis Martinez and I will be talking about state curriculum goals and objectives. The school district and the individual school are involved in this process. In recent years, current states have developed leadership by implementing curriculum goals. For example, the state of Florida offers some useful advice like objective of education can be achieved in terms of the activities in life of human adult in modern society. This activity can be classified into three, like occupational, citizen, and personal fulfillment. Some helpful tips for goals-based curriculum planner are, like number one, goals are a statement of ultimate desired outcomes as a reference to the condition desired by the general population. Number two, goals are timeless in the sense that don't specify time. Number three, goals don't specify criteria for achievement, provide direction for improvement. Number four, goals are not permanent, can be modified whenever necessary, and it is necessary to update for get best results. Number five, goals are of equal importance. All the goals require the same attention. Number six, goals must be broad for to be accepted at any level of the educational company like state, district, and local school. A school district curriculum goals. District can, if a state allows, create their own statements. A statement created by a school district an individual school must be in harmony with the state. For example, the state of New York and the state of Miami don't have the same goals. For example, in the New York, they need over there more personnel in the medical situation, and in Miami, where they need more hotel personnel in the customer service, and the goals and the objective in the district, in the district or in the school can be different in harmony with the state. Goals and objectives of the curriculum in the individual school. Not only can the state and district establish curricular goals and objectives, but individual schools also enter the process by specifying their own philosophic goals and objectives. This was my part, and we are going to continue with my part with my partners. Thank you very much for your attention.
Hi guys, my name is Anil Avila from UTESA University, and it's a pleasure to be with you in this day. I am going to talk about considering statements of curriculum goals and curriculum objectives. It's very important when we will create goals and objectives to establish the difference between those. For example, when we are talking about curriculum goals, it means the destination where our students going on. But when we talk about curriculum objective, is the difference process that our students have to do to get our goals. In other hands, let's talk about a few about curriculum goals. All the time, we as a teacher try to give our students different goals that we expect that they are interested in. For example, one of the most common or one of the most used goals that we as a teacher use it is to teach students to express themselves clearly and correctly in written and oral way. This is our goals. But when we work together with goals and objectives, we have to make a mix. For example, this is our goals to teach students to express themselves clearly and correctly, right? But how we will do it? What we are gonna do with that? Simple. We have to talk with our students and ask them what are the topics that you are interested in, because it's very important to keep in mind what the student needs and what the student wants. Why? Because all the time we try to work just alone, and it don't work like this. If you want to have a good results, a good achievement, you have to work with the hands with your students. For example, you put these goals to your students and you establish like a debate, and you take them. So for example, okay guys, today let's get these goals. What is the goals that we will get today? I will teach you how to express correctly and how to write different phrases and words like that routine. Okay, but after that we have to ask our students, okay, what type of activity are you interested to learn today according to my goals? Remember, don't forget my goals. My goals is to teaching you how to express in English and write correctly. Okay, but what are the different activities that you are interested to know in English? Could be so often it will say, so I'm interested to know how can I talk when I go to the restaurant. I'm interested to know how to talk when I go to cinema. According to those topics that your student give you in this class, you have to make, for example, to teach students to express themselves clearly and correctly when they go to the cinema, or when they go to school, or when they go to the restaurant. When you work like this way, you will have a great and incredible resources. Incredible, because your student will feel important. They will say, oh, okay, my teacher care what I'm talk or what I think or what I want or what I need. It's very important to keep in mind this. Work with your student is the first step that we have to follow if we want to have a great curriculum goals. After that, let's talk about curriculum objective. When we talk about curriculum objective, is how our students is going to be able to. For example, what are they going to be able to do? For that reason, we have to work so hard with them. We have to give them different activity. We have to give them the tools that they need to establish those conversation, establish a relation with everybody. It's one of the goals of the objective curriculum. to make our students able to be prepared for the society, for the country, for the states. No matter where they are, they have to be prepared. Guys, it was um, it was a pleasure to be with you in this day.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Daniel Brown, and today I'm going to talk about the validated and determinate priority of word and adjective. So, what it means about this statement and what is the meaning about these phrases when we are talking about validated and determinate priority of word and adjective according to the curriculum until we know that to create a curriculum for a school, we have to have a great planifications about the site authorities, about the professor, about the educator, and also the most important thing is to know what is the exactly needed of the site authority and also the district, the regions, and according to the necessity to the student. So in this part of the book, when we're talking about the validated and determinate priority of word and adjective, we have to know about a lot of things and a lot of things to have in our mouth about how the person and how the people they are going to create a good and a great curriculum to satisfy the necessity of the authority and also the student. As stated earlier, the assessment of curriculum need is a continuing process that starts after school. In this part of the phrase, it's pretty important to note that the design of curriculum they began before when the student got to the school because it's a long process. And also the most important thing that I hear in this part of the book that when the people and when the district they create a curriculum develop, they have to so the curiosity and also the educator and the people they need to change. So it's going to change according to the necessity. So function a curricular commitment. The validation process, whether carried out the state, the district, a school, assessment, the formation of curricular commitment, or co-signature with the text. The curricular commitment will submit the word mean on a questionnaire or opinion to group who are concerned the process of the school. So the most important thing that we have to understand is the curriculum design begin before the school. Is take a lot of necessity about the student, the school, the parent. Continuing again. So when people create curriculum development, the curriculum development can be acceptable changes. Example, there are going to be the curriculum designer and the context. There are going to be for approximately for a lot of times. It's going to change according to the necessity, according to the age, according to the student, and according to the government system. So it's that because they can change the items and the topic according to the necessity of the student. So far, my explanation.